And with that, welcome into MLE week number 1 as we get set for another campaign. Multiple teams looking to vie for a chance at the MLE crown in all sorts of different competition and divisions. I am Curtis along with my partner in crime and intimate Jay. And Jay, another season ready to get underway, and we start off today in the Academy League. It's the Lightning and the Hurricanes.
Yeah, Season 11 of Minor League Esports, presented this season proudly by APM Music. It's already shaping up to be a good one, Curtis. The first day of action already in the books. The Storm Division now taking center stage in Academy League, and 4 rookies on their debut, about to show everyone in MLE what they're made of.
Yes, absolutely, and the jitters are obviously going to be there. The butterflies are absolutely going to be there. Their first time on stream, potentially in a streamed match, and possibly even competitive Rocket League as a whole for these players. 2 of them as well on console, which should be interesting, and just a lot of different things to talk about. We'll see how they adjust to the pressures as they get themselves familiar with the competitive scene.
On paper, this is a middle roster for the Lightning. K-Cash and Ugly, both 11-11-5, up against two rookies, but also on the higher end of the salary scale. Trouble, 12.5, Scorpio Rising, 12 for the Hurricanes. And you know what they say, on the matches aren't played on paper, but Academy League is one of those funny things where unless you get a couple of breaks of luck your way, things start to go really in favor of the team that's just a little bit more consistent. We'll have to watch out for that as this series plays itself out.
Absolutely. Lightning going to be in the gray, the Hurricanes in the green. We're about to get ready to go for week number 1, match number 1 for both these teams, and game 1 is officially on the clock. It is going to be Ugly in trouble on the kickoff as this will get pounded into the Hurricanes' end. Scorpio Rising will wait on this, put it around the corner. He's got a competitor waiting on it. Ugly comes around. K-Cash and Ugly on the same side. Trouble looking for the clear. That's not going to work immediately in a double commit. We'll put it out to the right of the Hurricanes' net. Lightning trying to regroup, keep the ball in the offensive end. No pressure at the midfield line. Now Scorpio gets up to take that one away. It'll be 30 seconds in. Trouble responsible to get it away from the Lightning player, and the Hurricanes are going to have first crack at the offense. That pinch is going to send it deep back into the Hurricanes' end, and we're about 35 seconds in, and we're right back to where we started, deep in the Hurricanes' side, with Scorpio trying to clear.
Really not a lot to choose from to start things off. The early game jitters possibly creeping up for both sides, as there's been a couple of misses, couple of touches that have gotten a little bit loose from both sides in this one. You think about the Hurricanes pinching the ball off of the Lightning backboard towards their own net to have to reset on offense. This one floating in late. K-Cash can't make contact on the doorstep, and their Hurricanes, they let one cross goal there, but get away with it.
107 into game number 1. Ugly loses that challenge, and it'll get sent back into the Lightning corner. K-Cash gonna rotate into it, get nose to ball, put it off the sidewall, take it himself. That has the angle to drop home, just about. The double tap off the back defensively, and Ugly can't finish it. Trying to patiently put it home the other way, and eventually it gets knocked in. K-Cash gets credit, and the Lightning have strike number 1.
A little awkward from the Lightning in front of the net, but the Hurricanes do themselves no favors trying desperately to clear that away. It's been 2 or 3 now on the doorstep for the Lightning, and we talked about it a bit in the preamble, Curtis. On paper, the Lightning coming in with the lower salary numbers, not looking like the less comfortable team right now. The Hurricanes needing to find themselves a rhythm.
Feels backflip man, puts this ball back into the Hurricanes' end. Lightning trying to get one more to double their lead. This will be in the corner. Scorpio. Now it's K-Cash. Scorpio on his own back wall, misses that opportunity hard off the post from Cash. Ugly will try to give chase to keep it in, and it goes up the ramp and up the side wall. Hurricanes trying to recover defensively, having a hard time keeping it away from their net. K-Cash trying for a double touch bait, didn't quite work out in his favor. Lightning still have the advantage and the momentum as we play about 2 minutes in. 2:55 to go. Back right wing side. This is still going to bounce in front of the Hurricanes net. They're looking very, very uncomfortable at the time being. A little bit of the jitters getting to them, I think, clearly, as they try to get things far away from their side. Scorpio off the sidewall, drops down off of the nose of K-Cash. Trouble goes off the intersection. Eventually he'll drop down on the midfield line. That play at the midfield gets the Hurricanes back into the Lightning end. Trouble will try to get it past K-Cash. It'll pinch into the middle. Scorpio's there trying to finish the job. He gets contact, but can't quite angle it home as we've come across halftime.
the only real chance for the Hurricanes so far, and it still feels like a desperate one, is the long ball, kind of hopeful over top of center. Scorpia lunging to make contact, does so, but off the backboard, doesn't leave a follow-up opportunity, and not a quick rotation for the Hurricanes either. The Lightning continue to press the ball back towards the green half of the field and keep it there for longer stretches of time.
Being to the right side Lightning corner, Scorpio. Ugly on the goal line will take that one away. Rotating all the way back is going to be Trouble, and he'll get it past one. Now has to work past Kokash. Kokash gets contact, but he puts it right at his competitor. Scorpio towards the net, angled, scores! Game tie with 1:45 to go.
Finally, a bit of a breakthrough for the Hurricanes as K-Cash's first touch loose to the side, and Scorpio rotating in, able to pick that off. There's no challenge from Ugly. There isn't enough time or space to get there in time, and a quick pass off the baseboard to themselves. Scorpio puts the Hurricanes on the board.
45 to go. It's 105 seconds for those of you counting at home. Ugly goes into the air. Off the nose. Puts this one towards the net. A little wide of the intended target at the right post. Trouble takes it up. Puts it in a really rough spot. K-Cash can't make contact. Scorpio is going to get it away and tries to get it past Ugly. Can't do it, as Ugly will recover and play it off the corner. Trouble with the interrupt. K-Cash off the sidewall. Goes to Ugly. Ugly goes far side in target. No, it'll be Scorpio that comes along and gets the clear and a nice save to boot. Lightning starting to get comfortable again with 1:11 to go in a 1-1 game. Scorpio, long clear. Gets it off the nose of K-Cash. Trouble towards that net. Ugly waiting on it. Puts it up into the air and towards the ceiling. 60 seconds left. Looking for the catch, not going to happen. Gets a bump on Trouble as well. This will go right at K-Cash along the sidewall. Trouble with an attempted clear. That'll bounce off the ceiling as well. Lightning trying to get something done. It'll get put side to side, wall to wall, as the Hurricanes try to recover offensively. And with 40 ticks left, still a 1-1 game, seemingly teams are starting to get a little more comfortable with the competitive scene in front of them.
Definitely, and that one, ooh, Trouble looking for it, but Ugly helpless, and Trouble flying right past that ball. You can see that the Lightning still just having a little bit better time with the ball. They get a couple touches in a row. They're able to set things up, whereas the Hurricanes, when they get the ball, it's a little bit hopeful downfield. There isn't a lot of thought process right now in that ball except to get it away from danger, and they're losing chances to really punish the Lightning in transition, because the Lightning, right here you see it, Ugly looking for boost, taking a long time, but no pressure by the Hurricanes to get that ball out.
And that flick will send it into the Lightning end. It remains alive for the moment as we're down to our final second. That's put in defensively to the Hurricanes end, and that will do it for regulation. Game one goes to OT. We'll see where it ends. It's a 1-1 tie going into the extra frame. K-Cash immediately goes on offense, tries to dribble. It has the flick, save coming out from Scorpia at the last possible moment, and the Hurricanes stay alive in game one. Now they're going to try to answer back the other way. Top of the box, it's going to be Scorpia turning back in, trying to challenge K-Cash. Needs a save, instead it's going to go up the ramp as it was just a little wide of the left post. We're 30 seconds into OT just about, and still tied at the moment, but both teams have had pretty good chances.
The huge chance for the Lightning really is they had two good cracks at the Hurricanes net, and especially that last one was on a double commit and just putting the ball wide, allowing the Hurricanes to get back and clear that one away. It seems to be going end to end now, Curtis, as both of these teams just content to launch it long, try to catch the teams in transition defensively, and maybe hope for a double commit and then an easy cleanup.
Seems like it might indeed be that. About a minute gone. K-Cash up the intersection. That'll bounce off the corner. It'll drop in front. Scorpia gets contact. Puts it back to midfield. Will try to follow it. Off the ceiling. It'll eventually come down. Lightning trying to keep possession of it, but it'll be sent away by Trouble. Bounces on the midfield dot. K-Cash on target with this. Has it on the nose. That's going to be a save from Trouble. That was in if he wasn't there. Scorpion needs a save right in front. Oh, another one that goes just wide. It looked very good, but again, it remains a 1-1 tie in game one still underway.
The fantastic pass, and again, Ugly with a great opportunity across the face of goal, just cannot make contact to finish things off. Now Trouble off the base of the post. Oh! Scorpia finds it, top of the box, and the Hurricanes, they weather it, and they find a way through to win game one, 2-1 in OT.
Gorgeous from Trouble here as well, baiting K-Cash into trying to play defense on that ball that K-Cash was lunging at the net thinking it was headed there. Good work by the Hurricanes to finally take advantage. They get the comeback win as they had gone down early 1-0 in that game one.
It was a tough game for the Hurricanes. They had to make 7 saves on 9 shots for the Lightning. Not a lot of the Lightning attempts on offense put anywhere away from frame, but I think a lot of that, Curtis, it was really down to transitional play. Once the Lightning were having to be forced back into their end, it wasn't often, but when they were, it seemed like they were just having a bit of a hard time catching up to the Hurricanes, and a couple of those quick plays are the ones that got through on them.
And it was fun to see. It was actually a really fun game of Rocket League to cast and watch as well as play, because when things started to open up, they really started to open up for both rosters.
Exactly. And once it turned into that track meet when the teams were going end to end and they were just trying to find that one mistake in the rotation, it really just made for a breakneck pace. There wasn't a lot of time to stop, to think, to really have that kind of mental chess match with your opponents. It's instinctual, it's reactive, and that's what makes it so much fun, because it's really difficult to predict what happens next.
Game 1 in the books in this Week 1 matchup in the Academy League. The Hurricanes lead the series 1-0 over the Lightning. For those of you new to Minor League Esports presented by APM Music, this is a 5-game set, so all 5 games will be played for stats reasons, just in case you're curious as to why we're not doing a best of. We do it for stats. We're trying to determine a division champion and playoff seeds going into the Season 11 playoffs. We're about to get underway with the second game in this set of 5. Hurricanes trying to keep the momentum going, and the Lightning trying to get a game back. Curtis and Inanimate J with you. RJ, our match official, thank you very much. And then Simple on the buttons, making us look way better than we actually look in real life. Trust, I'm telling the truth. We are ready to go for Game 2. It is going to be up the ramp in the Lightning end, and immediately a harsh bounce will get it back to midfield, and the Hurricanes will recover in their own end. This will be over the midfield line. Off the top, the doink defensively is really tough, but Yogli is going to be able to take care of it. Trouble tries to put it around the corner. K-Cash is up trying to defend again. K-Cash actually will be able to catch this. The doink into the middle ends up being a really good pass. Trouble in the net. Oh, a chance on a dunk. Not going to happen. K-Cash is there as well, and it gets sent careening into the Lightning end.
Might have been a better chance on goal if Yugli just had a little bit more boost before transitioning up into that play. The pass was good, but the amount of time that Yugli had to spend trying to track it down without the boost in the tank to work with let Trouble get a good angle to challenge that one, and a great save to keep this one scoreless.
K-Cash, hard off the back, has a second touch on this. Towards the net, Trouble's in a tough spot, but makes a nice save, and it'll get sent towards the sidewall. Up off the nose, Scorpion. Off the corner wall. Hurricane still threatening. That'll go wide of the intended target and a little bit high as well. K-Cash, no immediate challenge. Going to try to keep on it. Trouble takes it away, though. Really nice work. And off the nose it goes as Yugli will send it packing. Hurricanes getting real comfortable in the offensive end, Jay, and that's not where the Lightning want them at this stage of the second game.
A lot of it is boost starvation at this point here, as the Hurricanes' rotation is pulling them through those corner boost pads. It's letting them force the Lightning out, although a great play by Yugli doesn't slow it down enough, and on the roll, can't pinch it in goalward. A little bit longer on the weight, might have bounced off, rolled at an angle to score that one, and the Lightning, 3 or 4 chances now across 2 games for Yugli that haven't gone in.
That's going to be off the spoiler. Yugli going to try to recover defensively, still scoreless as we play about 1:45 in. Yugli tries to get it past one. That'll go off the nose. It goes up, touches the ceiling. K-Cash up into the air. That'll be a thing off the nose again. Scorpia off the sidewall. This will be a chance. Sidewall to sidewall. A little bit of possession play there from Yugli as the Lightning try to recover. K-Cash into the middle. That's going to bounce towards the net, but a little bit wide. Coming in is Yugli trying to make things difficult, and K-Cash will try to retreat as they get ready for a Hurricane counterattack. That's in front, taken by Yugli, and then back to the midfield line we go again. Now Trouble towards that net. It's going to be hard off the back. K-Cash in a tough spot, but Yugli recovers. And with about halftime come and gone, still scoreless as these two teams really open things up offensively and defensively as they get into trouble spots.
Yugli, another close attempt there, this time looking for the dump and bump, as on the initial touch went up, then dove underneath it with the boost, looking for the bump on the defender. Didn't come through, but I like the creativity. And then K-Cash somehow on a loose touch by the Hurricanes finds an open net.
Loose touch, he got into a really good scoring area, but Trouble, I think, either didn't have the boost or did not judge this ball well off of K-Cash's car as far as how high it was going to go. That's a real nice job taking advantage of it. Lightning have a 1-0 lead.
Against the run of play too, as the Hurricanes, I think, had the better of the chances throughout the first half of this game, but we saw it in the last game, Curtis. The Hurricanes, the quality seems to be what's coming through in the end, as the Lightning, they miss chances, and that's really what causes them to lose out on game 1.
And that's another save as well. 4 total saves in this game for each side, as both teams have had a pretty good bevy of chances to this point. This will be off of the midfield stripe. Scorpia puts it off the back. Trouble going to wait on this. Defensively tries to wait out the Lightning player. That's going to be a big demo. It's a 2v1 the other way, but Scorpia does really well to get it away from the offensive player, and the Hurricanes able to recover defensively in their own end.
Not able to pull the trigger on the pass early enough for the Lightning, and that allowed the Hurricanes time to get their boost situation and their positioning after the demo sorted out. And those chances, again, probably coming back to burn the Lightning as Scorpia picks off a loose one over top of Ugly and ties it up.
It really was just a matter of time. K-Cash a little bit loose out of the corner with this. It goes up the ramp, and Ugly not in a position defensively to be able to get up and take this away. If he's coming at it from the long angle on the opposite post, he might have a shot. But ultimately, when he has to go straight up, that's going to make for a very difficult save, and the Hurricanes take advantage.
Just drifted a little bit into the same corner as K-Cash was trying to make the play, and when the rebound goes up over top, it's so hard to react to.
And this will be Ugly, who absolutely has to wait 3 seconds to play again. That'll be up towards the ceiling. It'll drop like a raindrop towards the Lightning net. Top of the box. Chance for Trouble. Trouble puts contact to it, but it goes into the corner instead. K-Cash going to try to do the 1v2 play. Into and off of the ramp. Pinch play from Ugly, trying to get one more piece of contact, and then another bitter demo as Ugly takes another life. This will be towards the sidewall. Trying for a dribble play. Scorpia having none of this. K-Cash. Scorpia again. Scorpia lurking for a touch into the middle. Has Trouble lurking. Trouble coming in. Shot towards the net and wide of the intended target. 39 to go. And again, a 1-1 game, and I feel like we've been here before.
Oh, we have been here before, and I was thinking to myself last game that there have been... Oh, okay, hang on. I'll pin that thought for a second here. As Scorpia looking for the long play, just chips it up, and K-Cash has an incredible read, dunks that one home, and Trouble nowhere to be found. Scorpia rising, desperate to recover, can't do it. The Lightning again take one against the run of play.
All right, so the Lightning now up 2-1, which is not the same as we saw last game. Finally, they get their third goal of this series. This will be top of the box. Chance in front as they try to seal game 2 away. Not going to go on this play as Trouble will take possession. Hurricanes down 1. Ugly with a real nice challenge at the midfield stripe, puts it deep into the Hurricanes corner. That's up the sidewall. Off the nose, waiting patiently, has one off the right wheel well. Left wing side, Trouble loses this. It's the Hurricanes back, or the Lightning back the other way, as this will go off the sidewall and around that corner. Scorpia has possession and control, and that will put it into the middle for Ugly. Shot towards the net, high off the bar. Save initially. Lightning trying to add one more, and it's not going to work. The Lightning take the game, though, and tie this series up, more importantly, at 1 apiece.
Little bit Monka moment as Ugly pops that up when the option to ground it and just take the win could have been on the plate there, but the Hurricanes really did feel like they had the better run of play here. They had 8 shots, the Lightning had 8 shots, but I think you and I would both agree, Curtis, that the Lightning goals came through stretches of play where they were being dominated, where they had a chance to break out and they made the most of it, whereas the Hurricanes could not convert on a number of chances where they put the Lightning in tough spots.
Yeah, indeed. A little bit of counter activity play. I mean, if either team really starts to take advantage of these counter plays, you could really start to see the scoreboard open up in favor of one team versus the other. So that's going to be something to watch as we get into the latter half of this series. Game 3 on the horizon. Lightning come back to tie the series up at 1 apiece in both of these teams' first matchups. If you guys are just joining us, it is 4 rookies on the field for the first time in their MLE careers as they get into stream play for the first time, likely as well in the competitive Rocket League scene. So the jitters, I think, Jay, they were there in Game 1. I think they started to ease a little bit in Game 2.
It definitely felt like the play was a little more fluid for both of the teams in Game 2, but again, the stretches of play where the Hurricanes were more influential on it were again, much longer. They were much more continuous, and the Lightning, you give them full credit. They took their opportunities when they got them, and they made them count.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see if they can do that again here, and the Lightning definitely want more than 2 goals. I think they feel they need more than that to be able to put this team away, and I would tend to agree. We'll see what happens, though. Game 3 about to get underway. Curtis and Jay with you as we get set for this third of a set of 5. This will bounce into the Hurricanes' corner. Ugly is up. Puts it off the nose. Scorpia gets the challenge. Up the sidewall. Hard off the ceiling. That's going to Plinko towards the net. Off the post. There is going to be Scorpia as well. Trouble in the area set at the time being as well. And it's still not going to go. Off the crossbar and away. The Hurricanes missed a golden opportunity to go up 1-0 just about 20 seconds in.
They did, and it's a perfect segue back into the point I was trying to make last game. Trouble for the Hurricanes has been anything but when it comes to the Lightning defense. These shots on an open net and a couple of just not quite open, but not quite difficult chances either, has managed to miss in a number of opportunities. The same can be said about Ugly. If either one of these players can really step up big, it'll be a big factor in determining whether or not their team comes out of this 1-1 series with a series win.
And that's going to be up off the intersection. Ugly coming in to try to angle this. It's a 2v1 back the other way. Good clear by K-Cash. Lightning looking to get set. That's going to be a nice pinch up and around top of the left wing side. Off the back, coming in for a second touch. Not going to work as this will get put into the right side corner in the Hurricanes' end. Lightning still there to try to take advantage. This will be sent away. Trouble comes up, takes it off the sidewall. They'll try to follow it up, has it off the nose towards the Lightning net, and it'll get cast aside once more. We're a minute and a half into game 3. 1-1 series tie is still scoreless as we're no closer to picking a winner.
Lightning starting to feel a little bit more confident as K-Cash finds Ugly top of the box, hits the open cage, and it's a quick lead for the Lightning here.
Well, that will work. 1-0 lead for the Lightning as it looks like Scorpio's a little bit late getting back into the play. Trouble in a spot where he couldn't quite play it where he needed to, and the Lightning 2v1 against that. We're going to make that probably 9 times out of 10.
Exactly. Another stretch of play, though. The Hurricanes, they have the first minute pretty much under their control. They don't convert on a great opportunity, and then next thing you know, the Lightning, their first or second chance is the one that they make count.
Oh, this will trickle off the crossbar. Big bump there. Trouble needs this. That's off the bar. That's not going to work, and the Hurricanes miss another opportunity as this one will get sent away by the double committee defense of Ugly and K-Cash. That pinches around the corner. They're going to try to do it again. It bounces in front. Trouble needs this, but he can't do it either. How many chances does it take for a Hurricane to put it into the net? That's tough. And another missed opportunity as the Hurricanes have to recover defensively.
Ooh, almost 2-0 as well, but Ugly a little too hot on the pass, and the commit on that play from K-Cash, leaving the Lightning tough in transition. Ugly, big dunk looking to set it up. Trouble own goals it. The desperation creeps through the Lightning with a 2-0 lead.
Ugly gets credit for it. That's going to bounce off the corner, and Trouble trying to play this away. Ends up putting it off the nose for a real nice shot in the wrong net, unfortunately, and the Lightning have a 2-0 lead.
That is just a byproduct of not taking your chances when you need to, and the Hurricanes now 2 or 3 that you and I both thought should have been in the net at the other end of Salty Shores, somehow back on the Hurricane side and counting for the Lightning.
Scorpio going to go long with this across the midfield stripe. Hurricane trying to get something going. Trouble's there. Got to make this, and he does. Gets them back to a 1-goal deficit. That is a huge goal to get with 2:17 to go.
Settles the nerves down definitely as a first touch by K-Cash just leaves a little bit of an opening for Scorpio to dive into that one. Trouble wisely just keeps it simple, puts it into the open cage. No Ugly to worry about making a hero save on that one. That's exactly what you need after giving up 2 goals like that. Just settle things down. Remind yourselves that if you play some fundamentally sound Rocket League, good things will start to happen.
130 seconds to go in game number 3. In a series tie right there is K-Cash to get that goal right back off the back wall. It's 3-1.
The pass from Ugly is perfectly weighted, just catches Scorpio underneath it on the arc. K-Cash recognizes there's an opening, goes up, taps it in off the bar. You won't see more of a textbook passing play like that in twos, with a high ball off the backboard and an easy setup for the second player. 3-1.
Lightning with the lead. Hurricanes got to get another one to get themselves back into this. Scorpia's there, has the angle, puts it on the ground. The worm burner does not get the intended result, as Ugly will get the clear back to midfield, where Scorpio will wait on it. Gets the boom. Gonna try to finish it on this side. Doesn't quite have the angle to do that as Trouble retreats back to the midfield line, and they will have to recover as Trouble will go to the near post. Up the back wall he goes. Trying to keep it with him. Misses on that opportunity. That's a seed towards the left post. Up and around 1. Scorpio gonna end up falling on top of this. Keeps the dribble alive. Puts it a little bit too far out ahead of him, though, and that'll be bounced away and back to midfield. Trouble trying to keep it in possession, but it's not going to work as K-Cash will take it the other way. That'll bounce along the back wall. Trouble off the side. Back to Ugly. Ugly is up, going to try to float himself into this. Goes crossways into the corner, wasting more time off that clock as we come to the final 60 seconds.
The Lightning have kind of figured out that if you just let the Hurricanes try to get the ball out, they might not make it happen and leave that at midfield. Ugly on that last sequence of play, just waiting to see what would happen on the clear, calmly keeps it in, puts the Hurricanes under more offensive pressure. And as we see this go on, you see more and more crazy attempts by the Hurricanes to just make contact on the ball and get it clear, and it's just not quite working out for them right now.
38 seconds to go. Lightning trying to keep it in their possession as long as possible. Ugly needs a boomer. He's going to get one back to the midfield stripe at least. That'll shave the ceiling and eventually come down. Trouble looking for a double. Would you say it would be then double trouble? Sorry, I'll see myself out. This will be off the back wall, in front off the nose. Hurricanes are there, they score! Hurricanes get it back to within a goal. It's Trouble on the doorstep to make it 3-2.
Much better here from Trouble, recognizing that the double commit on that play from the Lightning leaves the opportunity. Again, keeping it simple, just making sure that shot's on goal with enough power and good enough placement to make it past the defender. The Hurricanes with a lifeline here, 18 seconds to go.
Yeah, this game not over just yet. K-Cash trying to put it away. This will get sent long. Keeping it in possession is the Hurricanes. It's going to be Trouble. Trouble gets contact off the right wheel well, but Ugly's going to have a boomer. Scorpia's got to try to get this back as he doinks it up into the air. Now tries for a second touch. It'll be on the ground, and it will stay there as this lands on the center dot to end Game 3. The Lightning come back to take Game 3, and they will take a series lead at 2-1.
It was a much stronger performance out of the Lightning in this one. Despite being outshot 13-6 on the game, it really did feel like the Lightning, once they found themselves outside of that first minute, they really felt it, and you can tell just how much more confidence they're playing with as Ugly and K-Cash both finding each other with a couple of passing plays in that one.
That was very, very nice to see what the Lightning were able to do. Hurricanes, again, though, as you mentioned, they had the first minute really in their grasp. Could not hit the broadside of a barn when it came to hitting an empty net, and therefore they really just started to give up the momentum, give up the possession, and the Lightning took full advantage. This game should have ended, I would think, probably 5-3 at the very least in favor of the Hurricanes.
The big factor for me in this one was Scorpia Rising falling off a little bit compared to games 1 and 2 in terms of the stat lines. Not a lot of participation outside of 6 attempts at goal for Scorpia in this game, although Trouble came up big, did what they could to try and bring this one home. I just need to see a little bit more unified play out of both the Hurricanes, either in the consistency department for Trouble or just ensuring that there is engagement from Scorpia.
I really think the consistency part is really what needs to improve. I mean, how many missed opportunities did they have in that first minute and a half of play? I mean, you score those goals, you put the Lightning on their back heels to start things out, and don't let them get comfortable, and we probably are looking at a different result. That's exactly why I'm sticking to it. So with that said, let's get into Game 4. We're ready to go as it looks like the Lightning looking for a series win in Week 1, and the Hurricanes trying to force a decisive game number 5, and immediately the Lightning send it downfield and start to work on the first opportunity. 8 seconds in, that'll bounce off the ceiling, eventually come down towards the spoiler, putting it up into the air. That's going to be hard off the left wing side. K-Cash is there, cannot angle it home. And again, more possession play as the Lightning will keep it in their grasp. Another pass off the back wall. This one, another one off the back wall. Ugly is there, but a defensive touch by the Hurricanes gets that one sent away about 40 seconds in. Still scoreless, although it nearly wasn't. Ugly towards the sidewall. Trouble into that corner. Puts it up above his crossbar. Putting it up the ramp. That'll go hard off the sidewall. Passed into the middle. Trouble needs a defensive touch and gets one. Ugly forces the issue. There's nobody between him and net. That's dangerous for the Hurricanes, but eventually it'll be a nice play to get it away from the net. Trouble trying to finish it. Can't do it on the counter.
Good awareness by K-Cash. Ooh, unfortunate for the Lightning, though. Scorpio Rising finding that seam after a good save by K-Cash just leaves that ball loose.
That'll work. That's exactly what the doctor ordered for the Hurricanes, though, taking advantage of a missed touch along the sidewall. And the Hurricanes, they needed to take advantage of the opportunities they were given. Maybe Game 4 is a turning point for them, Jeff.
We'll have to see here, is we've seen the Hurricanes have a couple of chances and then not make enough count to finish off the Lightning. Game 1 in particular coming to mind in that regard. So we'll see here, as here's one for Trouble. Bangs it past one defender, keeps it clean, and it's a 2-goal lead now for the Canes.
And this is a real nice touch from him, realizing he has the attacker coming in K-Cash, and just the nifty little touch to get it over and around him means there's nobody between him and net, and even though he was having issues hitting empty nets earlier, seems to have corrected that for now.
Exactly, just keep it simple, not trying to do too much with the shot is really coming to be a little bit more profitable for Trouble, although that one a little bit loose. K-Cash has to bail out as the bounce off the crossbar, not expected, fell a little bit shallow.
That'll be hard off the sidewall. Trouble in the area, but Ugley's going to beat him to it. Trouble retreats, puts it off his corner wall. That's going to be up towards the net. Oh, the side flip is not good for Scorpia, and K-Cash has the lead to 2-1.
Almost felt like there was going to be more power in that shot by K-Cash. Just kind of hit it on the awkward side of the car, and Scorpia Rising didn't read it well. It was the change-up, flew over top. That's an important goal here for the Lightning. Responds to going down by 2 and keeps themselves within striking distance with lots of time left.
2-1 lead for the Hurricanes. Hurricanes have possession. They're going to try to do it again, keeping on the target. That'll be put right in the middle, and that's going to be K-Cash with the eventual clear. Trouble goes wide with this shot. Left wing side in the Lightning end. It'll come off the ceiling and eventually come straight down. That bump is actually a good one for the Lightning as well. That's a shot, though, that Trouble takes advantage of, and it did not matter in the grand scheme of things. It's 3-1.
Unfortunately for K-Cash, just bumped a little too far away, and Ugley, I don't think, recognized that there was as much danger as there was. Took the wide line for boost, didn't do enough to really throw Trouble off the shot, trusting a bit too much in a teammate that was put in a disadvantageous position.
20 seconds away from halftime in game number 4. It's going to be a chance for K-Cash. Right at Trouble. Realizing K-Cash is using the chopper engine sound. It'll be up into the air. Off the back. Nope. Looks like a Lightning player got right in the way of that. Is K-Cash. Caught by K-Cash. He's got some help coming, rotating back anyway. And Ugley is there. He'll wait. That'll go up the back wall. Ugley misses contact on that. K-Cash needs to be tough with this, and he does, as it'll get right to Ugley, who doinks it past the midfield stripe and back into the Hurricanes' end. K-Cash towards the intersection. Ugley's going to miss this opportunity. Looking for a pass into the middle. The pinch play from the Hurricanes not going to bear fruit. In front for Ugley, and Ugley gets the clear as it's sent deep into the Hurricanes' end once more. Now with 1:50 to go. That shot towards the net. Scorpia with the eventual save. A second touch needed by Trouble to get it back across mid, and in a 3-1 Hurricanes lead, all they need to do is kind of watch time tick away and be careful with their possession of the offensive end. What a pass, and what a finish by Scorpia. Good Hurricanes play, nets them a 3-goal lead.
Great touch by Trouble, recognizing that the defensive rotation was there, made sure to get it into the corner, away from the play, forcing the Lightning to chase that one down. It's a high ball. It's impossible at that point for Ugley to make a play from inside the net, and Scorpia able to pick that one off into the top 90, and a 3-goal lead now for the Canes.
That is gorgeous. This will be towards the middle. Ugley in the area trying to turn on this, and that is not going to matter. The passing play goes non-communicated, and it is a 5-1 lead as Scorpia hits it from the parking lot.
It's a tough one to play because Scorpia's got so much momentum coming out of that corner. It was a bit of a telegraph on that passing play. There wasn't a lot of deception to it, and the Hurricanes defense in great position to read that one and take advantage.
89 seconds to go in game 4. The Hurricanes looking to force the decisive game 5, and they are looking to be on their way to do that, although Ugley gets one back to make it a 5-2 advantage.
Great touch by Ugley. Just gets past that cheat-up offense by the Canes on the face-off there. Reads the bounce well. You see the little pause as well to let that ball roll past the goal, learning from that chance earlier on in the series where they kind of chased that one down a little bit. It didn't bounce in front of the goal in time and ended up not being a goal as a result.
And this will be popped in front. Trouble with the eventual clear. Tries to follow it up, but it looks like the Lightning are all over it. Scorpia gets it past the midfield. Scorpia's up. That's going to be left wing side. Trouble is there. We'll wait. Goes for the ceiling play. Ends up going into it. Gets the touch. Looks to put one into the middle. Tried to put that one towards net, but it did not quite go. Hurricanes still there to make things difficult. And K-Cash gets the eventual clear back to the sidewall once more. Towards mid. Bounces near the midfield stripe. Trouble wins the challenge, gets it deeper into the Lightning end. Still 38 ticks left. In towards the middle. Lightning get themselves back to within 2 goals, and the swan song has not been sung yet, Jay.
No, a great touch here by Ugly. Trouble kind of cutting off the boost, expecting that the steal might be enough, but Ugly's got a good read on that, and then the challenge by Scorpia a little bit early, letting Ugly get to that ball in time, and K-Cash able to clean that one up, keeps the Lightning within 2, enough time also to find 2 goals.
35 seconds left. Anything can happen in this game, especially in 35 seconds, no doubt. Hurricanes trying to keep it. That's across midfield. Touched by Ugly. K-Cash is there as well, gets bumped out of the way, but now it's Ugly in a 1v1. Coming in is Scorpia. That's up the side. K-Cash gets the pass into the middle. The pinch play is going to send it off the ceiling and back to midfield. It'll bounce towards the Lightning net with 7 seconds left. That's hard off the post. Chance for Scorpia to put this one away. Another one hard off the post, and that is going to finish things. The Hurricanes force the decisive Game 5, and we are tied at 2-2 in the series.
And they did it in a fashion that we were expecting a little bit more of, I think, Curtis, coming into this one, is they finally found that rhythm where they were able to play out of midfield towards the Lightning net and make it much more difficult for the Lightning to play out from defense and catch them in transition. And I think that's going to be the key. Whichever team figures out that they can just let the other one make the mistakes for them and then convert those opportunities with nice, simple, clean touches in towards goal, they'll be able to come out of the series with a 3-2.
Something I liked and something I didn't like about this game. One thing I liked is the Hurricanes' possession play. They took advantage of opportunities where the Lightning did not really challenge them in the defensive end. And they were able to move it out slowly back to midfield and then set up the offense from there, which they took advantage of. And then when the Lightning got overzealous, they immediately sent the counter in and put it in the net. That being said, if you're the Lightning, you got to be able to pressure those guys in the offensive corners, get that ball out towards the middle, and actually take advantage of it, which they were doing previous to this game. Now, not so much. What switch flipped as far as that goes?
It's hard to say, and as we sit here on the endgame screen, Ugly
right,
with a bit of packet loss coming in, so you wonder if there was maybe some internet issues playing into that one over the course of the last 5 minutes. But I think it just comes down to boost management. The Lightning started to struggle a little bit with that through the course of that last game, where they were just finding themselves in moments where they needed boost. They weren't keeping the tank topped off, and it let the Hurricanes have their way with the ball and force the Lightning back into tougher and tougher spots.
Well, let's see which team's going to come out with a leg up in the Storm division. Is it going to be the Hurricanes immediately with the offense, getting this sent back towards the Lightning net. Lightning trying to come back and take this series. This will be towards the middle of the top of the box. Chance for trouble. Towards the net. Good placement. They score, and the Hurricanes take an early 1-0 lead just 16 seconds into Game 5.
Ugly trying to rotate back, just didn't quite position effectively for this one there. It was a loose ball. Ugly trying to cover the net, and unfortunately, it's a bit unintuitive, you know, Curtis, where you think that you need to be in the center of the net to try and get everywhere, but the reality is when you take away your momentum, you give that shooter so much time to set up where they want to put the ball.
This is going to be towards the ceiling, and it'll eventually come down. Ends up off the intersection. Good one off the nose to get it back into the Hurricanes' end. Here comes trouble. In the form of, well, trouble. Across midfield. Off the corner wall. Ugly gets the play around that corner. Coming in is Scorpia. Scorpia gets the corner bounce. It's going to bounce into frame. That's dangerous, and Scorpia can't finish it. Both Hurricanes committed to that ball, and now Ugly may be able to counter the other way. Going to try to turn this. Pounds it off the back wall, but it looks like trouble is there first to get it defensively towards the midfield. Lightning still trying to make things difficult, and Scorpia, with an eventual really nice clear, is going to put Ugly on his back heels.
Those are the type of chances that the Lightning need to make the Hurricanes pay on. It's a double commit. It's unnecessary as well with where that ball is, and the Lightning not even able to get a great shot on goal out of that one. If they end up losing this one, especially by a goal, put a pin in that play and come back to it later.
This will be towards the midfield stripe. One more. Trouble in a tough spot. Ugly is going to have to defensively touch this. Trouble is reading it, but it goes past him anyway. Off the nose, getting it deep into Hurricane territory. That'll bounce off the back wall. Towards the ceiling, it'll eventually come down onto Scorpia. K-Cash. Oh, there's a team bump towards the net as well. Trouble with a real nice clear, though. Takes that ball away. Now they can work to set up. Gets it past Trouble. Ugly trying to read this. It'll eventually come down, but not in time for him to avoid the demo, and that is going to get sent into the Hurricanes end as Trouble is now respawned back opposite side. Ugly into the middle, chance in front, oh, just wide of the intended target as K-Cash could not put that one home. It remains a 1-0 lead.
A little bit desperate from the Lightning as both of the players throwing themselves at that ball at the top of the Hurricanes' third, looking for that one-timer opportunity where it was K-Cash. Loose ball, Scorpia is going to keep control of this one, and then through Ugly, who keeps it in. It's alive in front. It's their Trouble, though. Big save to keep this one a 1-0 game.
Trouble for Trouble, but Trouble handled Trouble pretty well, is I think how we're going to put that. Halftime has come and gone at this point in a 1-0 lead for the Hurricanes. Hurricanes trying to get a second one. The double touch nearly ended up at the top. Now the Lightning have a counter the other way. Yuli's got to try to turn this, and does. Towards the net, they score and tie the game up with 2:20 to go.
Great recovery by Ugly. Recognized the double wasn't there. Scorpia, I think, jumped for that and then ended up all the way in the Lightning corner. Can't recover in time. Ugly kept it clean, gone on the right side of the ball, and the Lightning on the counterattack tie the game.
2:20, 140 seconds. Towards the sidewall. Bounces it. Scoring chance. Trouble needs a save and does get one. One of these teams going to end up with a series win in week 1 on their stream debuts. This will be hard off the back wall. Hurricanes need defensive touches and they will get one as Trouble sends it away. Here comes Ugly. Trouble reading it off the corner with a real nice Plinko play as well off the pinch. Lightning looking for a boomer themselves. That's hard off the side. Scorpia getting set, gets it past one. K-Cash in a real awkward spot, can't get it away, and the Hurricanes take the lead. It's 2-1.
Just a little too much faith in Ugly to get there. K-Cash jumped the gun, ends up having to back up, try desperately to fly at that one, and just cannot get the angle right. The long bomb from Scorpia, putting the Canes up here with 1:43 to go.
103 seconds for those of you counting at home. Need to elapse before we find a winner at this point. Trouble has the pinch play, but it doesn't go very far. Now has possession, working it to Scorpia, who then they team up with to get the boomer clear downfield. The double's in front. That's a problem. Lightning have a chance to counter, and the double commit's going to pay dividends for the Lightning. It's a 2-2 game. Deuces wild with 1:24 to go.
I said it after the first one, put a pin in those ones. If they don't come out on the top for the Hurricanes, another play off the backboard where neither Hurricanes player makes contact. The Lightning let it fall, they drive it in, and it's a 2-2 game.
1:24 left. Hurricanes got to get another one here as they just gave up that one, and I think they'll be the first to tell you that. This will be back the other way. Lightning trying to set things up. K-Cash gets it past one, has to turn this, does, scores, cut the defender in half, and the Lightning have 2 straight.
Big time goal for the Lightning here as K-Cash has all this time, finally gets it around the defender as the challenge comes in just a little too late, keeps the ball on a string, keeps it close inside the far post, and all of a sudden 2 unanswered now for the Lightning.
72 seconds left. Hurricanes now desperately need a goal to not give this series away. They might have one towards the net, off the post, another post and out. And man, oh man, Trouble can't buy one at the clutch moments right now. This will pinch in front. Scorpia trying to get it done, but Ugly will have possession in the offensive end for the moment as we play with under a minute to go. Trouble gets the clear. It's going to bounce in front. Ugly's in the area. It's going to turn on him. He's going to get it sent across midfield into the Lightning corner. K-Cash mishandles this towards the net. Shot in front, they score. Scorpia takes it away and ties the game up with 41 to go.
K-Cash just a big touch there, ends up too far away. Ugly heroics to get across on the first shot, but it doesn't go anywhere, and Scorpia just follows through on the initial touch, jams it in, and it's a 3-3 game.
3's a crowd. Hurricanes again in a spot where they can take the series. K-Cash now in a real good spot for the Lightning to take it, but he's going to fly by the ball. Missed opportunity for the Lightning Bolts as it gets sent back towards the left wing side.
Ugly had the better chance at that one, but a great disruption play by Trouble to play the attacker away. Then Ugly low boost, desperately makes the save on the goal line, keeps the Lightning in this one.
This will be towards midfield. Ugly wins the challenge. It gets bounced left wing side. This will be an opportunity for the Lightning, and it gets cast once more away from the frame. We may be looking at OT in game number 5, and that's exactly what we will run into as these two teams are working together to start to decide a winner.
Extra time to bookend this series. It started with an overtime winner for the Lightning. Will it end with one here as Ugly looks to set this one up early?
This is going to go towards the sidewall. Scorpio trying to get there. He'll wait on it to drop onto him. Dribble play, chance. Looks like a flick into the middle. Trouble in the area. So is... Oh, that didn't work. Scorpio was there as well, but it didn't end up going towards the net. Ugly needs a save. Doesn't get it! And the Hurricanes bookend it with a winner of their own. Trouble gets credit. And what a series it was to kick things off on a Sunday evening.
Just a little bit too slow by K-Cash trying to bring that one up. It might have been better to just bang the clear long and give Ugly time to get boost. Tried desperately to come off the post and clear it away. It just snuck in low on that near side. And the Lightning, they did everything right except the final couple of touches to try and get the series win.
Wow. I mean, just a back and forth series the entire way through. It was a fun one to call from beginning to end. Fast-paced at the start, Jay, but it kind of started to slow down and get more methodical as the series went on. And when that started to happen, they started to pay more attention. We started to see some of these opportunities get finished.
Game 3 and Game 4 both come to mind for me in terms of the team settling down. The Lightning in Game 3 did a much better job controlling the Hurricane space from their offensive line inward than the Hurricanes, conversely making adjustments in Game 4, putting the Lightning into tougher and tougher spots, and really did have a chance to put Game 5 away, Curtis, before we got to overtime. They got there, but I think you and I are both going to agree it was a bit lucky for the Canes in that one there. That goal in overtime coming out of nothing after a couple of huge chances to be up by far more than they were in regulation in that 5th game.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a fun one all the way through. It was a lot of really good stuff in really all 5 games. I mean, there was each of the 4 players that were on the field had a chance to shine, so that's exactly what this was all about. Great stream debuts from everybody involved as well, and that is going to conclude the first matchup on our Showdown Sunday on the MLE Esports channel. Curtis and Jay with you. We have one more for you. It is the Jets and the Express from the Master League. We have that coming up right after this. This is Minor League Esports presented by APM Music. Stay with us.